Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. This is a big one. This is a title match, a singles title match. We are finally here. We went through a lot of people to get here, and it has come down to Dominic Rizzi, current champion, versus Thomas Scully. This is pretty exciting. This is the second title match of the year. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Next week we got the team's title match, but today we got the singles. It's going to be great. Nick, thoughts on the match before we get into it? How you feeling?
I'm very excited. The beer is cold. I'm full of pizza, and I'm excited to watch a heckin' title match. It's going to be exciting. These are two guys at the top of their game right now, so I expect nothing but the best.
All right, so let's get into promos right now and hear what these competitors have to say.
Eli, you shaved your head. And I've got my mic in front of my face. Hopefully it's not obscuring my mouth so much. The only reason why this is like this is because I literally just got done recording a podcast. But we're back. We have our first title match since the match that everyone was expecting me to lose. And now I'm up against Tom. I'm going to let you take it from here because I'm running out of things to say.
Hey, it's okay. Look, we trained really hard. We made sure that we knew what you knew. We made sure that for this match, you're going to be ready to defend your title. And trust me when I say I believe in you. Probably a lot of people don't believe in you, but I believe in you. And for you, that's all that should matter. All that should matter is you answering questions, me believing in you, and you making sure that you keep that title at the end of the day. You know what? Let's stop talking. Let's move on to the match. Let's go.
Excellent. Playing trivia, having fun. Let's do this.
All right, Scully. Well, I was gonna be nice in this promo, but then our opponent didn't even give us the common courtesy to be here on time, so I think he doesn't really give a shit about this title. We've literally been sitting here for, no exaggeration, 47 minutes. Everything comes back to 47. But look, we worked really hard to be here, and we finally got here. This was the goal all season. It's the big dance. Let's do it. We know what we're going to do, and Rizzi obviously doesn't want his title. Let's go take it from him.
I agree. Yeah, this is what I've been working for a little over a year now. But I feel more ready than I've ever been. Been a little stressed recently because, it's finals week, it's final season. But you know what? Been balancing out schoolwork, trivia. I've actually never felt more at peace. So I'm ready. I feel pumped. Let's go get a belt.
Manners maketh man. Let's play.
All right, Nick. Well, those were some promos. Words were said. Things happened. I don't want to comment on any of it. Nick, how do you feel about them?
The only thing I have to say is, Scully, you are a better man than I. Instead of writing my final paper, I've seen the Lego Batman movie 18 times.
That's fair. Let's move right into the match. Round number one is going to work like this. There are going to be 10 random questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. You guys have 3 repeats and a challenge rule. If anybody gets a perfect round one, meaning all 10 questions correct, you will get a bonus question. Gentlemen, do you have any questions as we get into round number one of this 5-round title match?
Nope. Let's do it.
All right. Question number 1 is going to be in the category of Jurassic Park. In Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, what type of dinosaur does Wheatley take a tooth from right before leaving the island? You're wearing a Jurassic Park shirt. Oh my God.
Didn't even realize. Totally.
I'm wearing a Yoda shirt. So.
That's one of my favorite shirts of yours.
Yeah, because you have the same one. 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Rizzi.
Stegosaurus.
And Scully.
I said T-Rex.
Stegosaurus is correct. So Dom takes the early 1-point lead there. Nick, give him the next question.
Your next question is in the category of DC. In Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, what does Superman trap Nuclear Man in before bringing him to the moon?
When the moon hits your eye, it's a something pizza pie.
That's
something,
the
something. Dom dropped his board. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scully.
I believe it's an elevator.
And Dom.
Holy shit, elevator.
You are both correct. All right, we'll get into the next question, which is the category of Star Trek. Where do the secret peace negotiations occur in the undiscovered country?
Sorry, I'm writing that paper I was talking about.
Oh, that's fair. You need to. You need to get on that, sir.
All right.
5,
Roma,
4, 3,
overrated.
2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dom.
I put Earth.
Scully.
I said Delta 4.
That is incorrect. The answer we have here is Camp Kittimer.
Okay.
All right, Nick, give him a nice one.
We've moved from Trek to Wars. Your question in the category of Star Wars. In The Last Jedi, who plays the master codebreaker that Finn and Rose are looking for on Canto Bight? Just probably the greatest sequence in all of film.
That's fair. The one thing I heard after this movie came out was I wanted more Canto Bight. That's all I heard for days. 5,
Same.
4,
Me saying
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scully.
Justin Theroux.
That is correct. And Dom.
Fuck, I was thinking of the wrong person. I put Del Toro.
All right. So we tie it up 2-2 as we get into the next category, which is the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for 2003's Hulk? You could also say who composed the score for Tim Brzakala. Oh, I'm dying on the inside. 5, 4,
Hysterical.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dom.
Danny Elfman.
That is correct. And Scully.
Danny Elfman.
All right, both hitting that one.
All right. 3-3. Your next question in the category of Wizarding World. In the Chamber of Secrets, what spell does Lockhart use that backfires on himself while in the chamber? Did you know that Kaleb Koho's favorite Wizarding World film is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
I have heard that from people. I heard that he saw Chamber, but then he saw Fantastic Beasts and was like, that movie's far superior. Yeah. He's a crazy man. That
He likes it better than Pirates.
I've heard that too. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scully.
Obliviate.
That is correct. And Dom.
Obliviate.
All right. Both keeping pace as we get into the next question, which is quotes. What Middle-earth film has the following quote? The forests will fall. A new order will rise. We will drive the machine of war with the sword and the spear and the iron fist of the orc. I recently watched these films.
That's cool.
They're good.
Yeah.
No, they're great.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dom.
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
And Scully.
Two Towers.
Both actually incorrect. We were looking for the Riders of Brohan. No, I'm just kidding. You're both correct. It is the Two Towers.
You actually had me there for a second. I was like, okay, come on.
That joke is courtesy of Nicholas Tuig.
Had to do it.
I tip my cap to you, good sir. That was good.
Had to do it. All
Brilliant.
right. Moving right along. Your next question is the category of apes. In Planet of the Apes, what type of ape serves as the military?
Do you know anyone in the military?
I do. My good friend Kamel. Hello, Kamel. Probably serving in the Air Force.
I have a friend who is in the Marines. Or he's not in active anymore, and I also have a friend in the Army.
Cool.
4.
That's no one.
2. What are you saying? 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scully.
Gorilla.
And Dom.
Gorilla.
Both correct. All right. Keeping pace with each other as we get into your next category, which is the category of DreamWorks. In Rise of the Guardians, what 2 words are tattooed on Santa's arms? One might call him jolly old Saint Nicholas.
One might. They call me sourpuss obnoxious.
Jeez. Oh.
I'm also dead.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Cody, Jesus. Okay, we'll start with Dom.
I put naughty and nice.
And Scully.
I also had naughty and nice.
And you both would be correct.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
I mean, this will make sense.
All right, gentlemen, your ultimate question. In the category of Disney animation, what frequent fandom composer cameos as the voice of FN 3181 in Ralph Breaks the Internet?
You know what it's like to be a 0-0.
Yes.
Looking for a way out. Isn't that how that goes?
I don't really know what you're referencing.
That song is in that movie.
Oh, there you go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scully.
Is it Alan Silvestri?
And Dom.
I put Michael Giacchino.
Michael Giacchino is correct. That's what we were looking for. So at the end of round number 1, Dom takes the 1-point lead, 8-7. Both fantastic round ones for both of these competitors.
Good job, Tom.
We will move into round number 2, which is going to work like this. There is it's the lovely wheel round, and there are going to be 10 categories on the wheel because Spinners and Opponent's Choice was requested to not be on the wheel tonight. So there are 10 fandom categories. Each category has 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. Unless you go to multiple choice, then it devalues it to being worth 1. You guys still all have your 3 repeats. Dom, you are in the lead, so do you want to go first or second on your spin?
Eli, what do you think? We got a 1-point lead.
I'd say you go second.
All right, I'll go second.
Okay, so we will bring in Kaleb Koho, manager for Mr. Scully.
Okay.
And we will spin that wheel, as they say. Can we see the wheel?
Yes.
Okay, again, the categories, are Oscars, Middle-earth, Bond, Rocky, Disney live action, Star Wars, Apes, Scores and Soundtracks, Star Trek, and MCU. So, Scully, this will be your spin. And it lands on Oscars. You want to keep that or spin again?
I kind of like it, but that's your call. I know we went through basically everything today.
Yeah, I feel like because we went through all of it, it would feel pretty stupid not to take it. So I think we should go for it.
Go for it then.
Let's go for it.
I trust you.
So, Scully is going to keep Oscars. I will ask you your questions in Oscars. Thomas, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, your first question in Oscars. What actor was nominated for their performance in A History of Violence?
William Hurt.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. This is a bit of a wordy one, so I will try to explain it as best as possible. What was the last year that a film from the MCU was not nominated for visual effects? And you can tell me the year that it was released or the year of the ceremony.
Okay.
Just specify. Five, 4, 3.
2009.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Dom, chance for the 2-point steal.
It was 2015 for the Academy Award ceremony of 2016. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Big 2-point steal there. As we get into into Scully's third question in the category of Oscars. What song from Aladdin was nominated for Best Original Song and did not win?
Friend Like Me.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question, as my wife curses to her video game. Your fourth question. How many Oscars was Bedknobs and Broomsticks nominated for? 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. How many Oscars was Bedknobs and Broomsticks nominated for?
4.
That is incorrect. Dom, chance for the 2-point steal.
I'm going to go ahead and say 3. Final answer.
That is incorrect as well. We were looking for 5.
Wrong Brooklyn direction.
All right, your final question in Oscars, Scully. At the 2006 ceremony for films released in 2005, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe beat what other fandom film for the Best Makeup Oscar?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, B, Batman Begins, C, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, or D, Constantine.
A.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, so at the end of Scully's spin, he's gotten his total up to 12, but Dom with a steal there has his total up to 10. So we will bring in Dom's manager, Eli, as we go to his spin on the wheel. All right, Dom, this is your spin. And it lands on scores and soundtracks. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Spin again.
Okay. So spinning again. And it lands on Disney live action.
All right.
Remember, Dom, if you don't know it, multiple choice.
Got it.
All right. Nick, will you give Mr. Rizzi his questions in Disney live action?
Well, Tim, because you asked so nicely, I will gladly. Dom, are you ready for your questions in the category of Disney live action?
I am.
All right, your first question. Which Disney live action film features the characters Mrs. Who, Mrs. Which, and Mrs. What's It?
That would be A Wrinkle in Time. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. What major league team does Jimmy Morris get drafted onto in The Rookie?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, the Texas Rangers, B, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, C, the Houston Astros, or D, the Seattle Mariners.
Let me hear them one more time.
Your options are A, Texas Rangers, B, Tampa Bay Devil Rays, C, Houston Astros, D, Seattle Mariners.
B, final answer.
That was B as in boy?
Yes.
B is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
Your third question. In the movie Holes, what are the deadly animals that are present at Camp Green Lake whose bite kills you almost instantly?
I'll know it on multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, red spotted snakes, B, orange spotted lizards, C, yellow spotted lizards, or D, green spotted snakes.
Yellow spotted lizards. Final answer.
That is correct for another point. All right, your penultimate question. Who directed The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
John Turtletop. Final answer.
Correct for 2 more points. And on to your last question. Dom, who plays Jack Frost in Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause?
Martin Short. Final answer.
For 2 more big points and the end of the category.
Yes, so at the end of round number 2, Rizzi has gotten his total up to 18. Scully behind with 12, but we are now going to get into round number 3, which is going to work like this. It is the filmography round. This has changed a little bit since the last time we've done this, but we are going to give you each 2 clues to a actor or actress. You are then going to have to tell us who that actor or actress is based on those clues. Instead of the questions being worth 2 points, 3 points, and 5 points, they are now worth 1, 2, and 3 points. Obviously getting harder in difficulty as we go up. So Dom, you are in the lead. Do you want your questions from set 1 or set 2?
I want them from set 2.
Okay, so Scully, because you are behind, we will give you your questions first in set 1. Are you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Who plays an MCU scientist and a Worlds of DC newspaper editor-in-chief?
Lawrence Fishburne.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Your 2-pointer. Who plays a Jurassic Park survivor and a Star Wars vice admiral?
Is it Richard E. Grant?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Laura Dern.
Return.
All right, Scully, and your 3-pointer. Who plays a DC detective and a Pixar musician? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's your second repeat. Who plays a DC detective and a Pixar musician?
Benjamin Bratt.
That is correct for 3 points. Okay, so at the end of Scully's filmography, he's gotten his total up to 16 points. We will now move over to Rizzi for his. Nick, will you give Rizzi his questions?
I certainly will. Dom, so for your 1-pointer, who plays a DC animated hero and a DreamWorks monster?
DreamWorks monster. Seth Rogen?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Will Arnett.
Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. Your 2-point question. Who plays a Wizarding World witch and a Disney live-action villain?
Repeat.
All right, repeating the question. Who plays a Wizarding World witch and a Disney live-action villain?
Oh, Julie Walters.
That is incorrect. We have Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah. All right, that's fine.
Okay. Moving on to your 3-point question. Who plays a Star Trek doctor and a Marvel agent?
Simon Pegg.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Alice Eve.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so at the end of round number 3, a bit of a lackluster one, but nonetheless, we got through it. Scully has his points up to 16. Dom is still in the lead with 18. As we get into round number 4, this is the new and improved deep cut round. The way that this is going to work is there are 10 slices on the wheel. Each slice has a category that our competitors drafted. They each drafted 5 categories to put on the wheel. They do not know what movies these categories, what movies belong to the categories, except for the ones that they chose to reveal. But they will get 5 questions deep cut from whatever movie is spun. Each question is worth 2 points. Scully, I believe, has 1 repeat left. Dom has 2 remaining. Dom, because you are in the lead, if you don't like what is spun, you can choose to spin again.
Got it.
So, everyone can see the wheel?
Yep.
Okay, so the categories on the deep cut wheel tonight are Wizarding World, DC, Pixar, Planet of the Apes, MCU, Disney live action, Disney animation, YA dystopia, Star Wars, and Rocky. So, this is the spin for the deep cut wheel. And it lands on Disney live action. So, Dom, do you want to keep that or do you want to spin again?
Dom, I would advise you to spin again.
Really?
Just
See,
in
it's
case
funny.
there's another movie.
See, it's funny that you mentioned that because this is actually the category that we had revealed, and I just rewatched this movie last night. So
Okay, if you feel confident in it, go ahead. But just know at the same time,
I'm confident. I literally just rewatched the movie last night. I'm good.
Okay, just know Thomas also knows what the movie is, so he also studied it really aggressively.
I am aware. I'm very well aware.
All
I'm
right.
keeping it.
Okay, so we are keeping Disney live action. Some of the other choices would have been interesting, and we'll share them with you after the call, guys. But the movie under Disney live action was revealed by Dom, I believe, and the movie is Tron Legacy. So you guys are going to be getting your questions, your 5 questions from Tron Legacy. And I will ask the first question. Are you guys ready? Again, 2 points apiece on these.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay, your first question in Tron Legacy. What year does the film open?
Oh, we can talk again, Tim.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching this movie for the writing of these questions. I hadn't seen it since theaters. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
5,
The first one is
4,
bad.
3, 2. I hate it for other reasons. Pens down. We will start with Dom
1989.
and Scully.
1989.
Both are correct. So both getting 2 points there. Nick, give him the next question.
Your next question, rather simple. What is the name of Sam's dog? Tim, you get a dog tomorrow. What do you name it? And don't make it the answer of the question.
If I get a dog tomorrow, what do I name it? What? Oh yeah, Mando. I like that. 3, 2, 1. That's good. Pens down. We'll start with Scully
Marv.
and Dom.
Fuck, I put Biscuit.
Marv is correct, so that ties the game at 20 points as we get into the next question in Tron Legacy. In the game, what do programs call humans in the game? Oh yeah, this has been a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Tied in round 4. We are definitely heading to the last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dom.
Users.
And Scully.
Users.
Both are correct.
Fight for the users. All right, your next question. Cora loses what body part during a fight at Caster's Club?
I wish my name was Caster.
I wish mine was Cora.
Nagy's shaking her head. She would not have married me, apparently, if that was my name. 5, 4,
That's
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Scully
Her left arm.
and Dom.
I just put her arm. I didn't know how specific you wanted it.
We just had arms, so we can accept both those answers. Okay. So, your final question in Tron Legacy. There is a billboard of what on top of Flynn's Arcade? Advertising what on top of Flynn's Arcade, I guess I should say.
See why you call it deep cuts round.
Because it is deep cut.
Makes sense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dom.
It's the Tron video game.
And Scully.
I said space agitators.
Tron, the video game, is what we were looking for. So Dom does get that one correct. Puts him 2 points ahead. Now the score is 26 to 24. Nick, what they lost in the last round, they definitely made up for in this one. They both knew their Tron Legacy. Let's move on to the final round of today's title match, which is our betting round. It is our normal round 3. but it is now round 5 because we are in a title match. So you guys will get to choose whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 points on the question once I reveal the category to you. If you get the question right, you win those points. If you get the question wrong, you lose those points. Again, Dom is in the lead with 26 to Scully's 24, so it is a very close game. The first category that you guys will be able to bet points on tonight is YA dystopia. Okay, I will
Dom,
dictate. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead, right?
No, okay.
What do you think,
Dom,
Eli?
I'm thinking because you're in the lead and this is one of your rougher categories.
Yeah,
I'd say,
I know what to do here.
Okay.
What are we like?
I got it.
Yeah, it's definitely on the lower scale. I'm thinking we do maybe 0.
I was saying maybe more towards 1. I still trust you enough to hit
All
this.
right. Then 1 it shall be.
All right, we're both good with our managers?
Yep.
Okay, so we will start with Dom. How many points are you betting?
0.
Okay, and Scully.
I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna grab a new pen too.
Okay, that's fine. We'll wait to ask the question.
All right, we're good.
Okay, guys, your question in YA dystopia is: in Allegiant, who kills Tori? This movie is, as the dogs say, woof.
As Mando would say.
As Mando would say, this movie is woof. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dom for stats.
I put Peter.
And Scully.
Put 4.
It's incorrect. Both incorrect. The answer we were looking for was Edgar. All right. So Scully does lose a point. Gets his total down to 23 as we get into the next category that you guys are able to bet points on. And that category is quotes.
Kaleb, you may go first.
Oh, I may? Oh, thank you.
They
Okay.
went first last time, so yes.
This can go any number of ways.
Yeah.
Down 3. Go for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Dom, I would say again you're in the position of power right now, and quotes is again maybe not your strongest. So I think you be safe. Be safe than sorry.
Got it.
Well,
Got it.
Over there, isn't there?
All right. Yikes. Okay, so we will start with Scully. How many points are you betting?
1.
Okay, and Dom.
0.
Okay, Nick, give them their question in quotes.
Gladly. In what DC film will you hear a son say the following quote to his father? If I rob Mulligan's pharmacy, are you going to ground me if I don't give you a piece of the action? I would.
I'm sweating.
I agree.
This is a great match. This has turned out to be a great match. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dom, we will start with you for stats.
Is it the kitchen?
And Scully.
Said road to perdition.
Both unfortunately incorrect. The answer we were looking for was A History of Violence.
The other one.
The other series. Yeah.
Yes. All right, guys. Scully does lose another point, brings his total down to 22. Right, Nick? That's what you're at, 22. Okay. So we move on to the next category that you guys can bet points on, and it is going to be Star Trek.
You know what to do at this point.
Yeah.
I'm thinking another one.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
Yeah.
let's just try for something here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good, managers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Dom, we will start with you. How many points are you betting?
0.
Okay, and Scully.
1.
Okay, your question in Star Trek. What is the name of Shinzon's heavily armed flagship in Star Trek Nemesis?
Tim, the other day, I was walking up the stairs. I tripped, and I banged my shins on the steps.
Oh! Was your Chick-fil-A okay, then?
No,
It splattered everywhere. Oh, I do feel bad for you, though.
That's all right.
4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, Scully using his final repeat, again, the category of Star Trek. What is the name of Shinzon's heavily armed flagship in Star Trek Nemesis? Have you ever seen a Star Trek film?
No,
No, me either.
those are the ones with Vader.
Those are the ones with the laser swords. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dom for stats.
I put the Praetorian Guard, knowing full well that's incorrect.
That is incorrect. And Scully, we will move on to you.
Said the scimitar.
That is correct for 1 point.
Jesus.
All right, gets his total back up to 23 as we get into the fourth question in this category or in this round, which is the category of James Bond.
I'm thinking 2, Koho.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Go for it, buddy. I gotta
What do
catch
you
up.
think, Uriel?
Okay, since he's betting 2, and I know for a fact that you know James Bond pretty well, I say. Actually, no. I'm gonna say stay safe than sorry.
What was that? Sorry, you cut out there. I couldn't hear you.
I say stay safe than sorry. Safe than
All
sorry.
right. Got it.
Okay, so we will start with Scully. How many points are you betting on James Bond?
2.
2. And Dom, how many points are you betting?
0.
Okay. Nick, give them their question in James Bond.
Will do. What city does Bond vacation in after destroying a drug lab at the start of Goldfinger? I was on vacation once.
I remember those times.
Yep, when the world closed.
Those were the good old days.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Dom for stats.
I didn't have it.
Okay, and Scully.
Miami.
Miami is correct for 2 points. So we are on to the final question. Dom is up 1 point with 26 to Scully's 25 as we get into the final category of the final question, and that category is Worlds of DC.
So here's the question that I'm asking you right now: Do you have a problem going to sudden death?
No, I don't.
Because if you don't have a problem going to sudden death, then bet 1.
Yeah. All right. Because you know it's going to be something from like Aquaman or Shazam or something like that. Or even Harley Quinn.
It's gonna be something.
Yep.
Sorry, Cody. Never mind. Go ahead.
I'm good. I'm good.
You guys are done? I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. All right. So we will start with Dom.
1.
All right. Scully.
2.
Okay. Nick, here's the rub. They both hit this. We are tied and going to sudden death, which I don't know if that's ever happened in a title match, but it has not. If they both miss, then I believe we have Dom as the champion still. So this will be interesting. There's a bunch of different things that could happen. Let's get into the question again. Worlds of DC, guys, your question is. Who plays Colonel Nathan Hardy in Man of Steel?
I'm so tense.
I am tense as well. I finally understand how Robert feels when someone's like, it's probably from this movie or that movie. And then I'm like, hey, Man of Steel, motherfuckers. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And we are going to start with Scully.
Christopher Maloney.
And Dom.
I shortened it. I put Chris Maloney.
We can accept both those answers, and we are going to sudden death.
Whew. Oh, my.
I am sweating. Maggie is red. It is an interesting time here in Fandom Fights. Okay, first time we've ever gone to sudden death. All the questions will be mixed bag. You won't know where they're from. Ooh, what could happen? Okay, so the first person to hit while the other misses is the champion. Do we understand?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Your first question in mixed bag. Andrew Adamson directed Shrek, Shrek 2, and what 2 Disney live-action films? Oh, my goodness. Five.
Can I get a repeat there?
Dom using his second repeat. Andrew Adamson directed Shrek, Shrek 2, and what 2 Disney live-action films? You could cut the tension with a rusty nail.
Yeah. With a butter knife.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Scully.
Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian.
Dom.
Congrats, Tom. Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, and Maleficent, Mistress of Evil.
And your winner and new Fandom Singles Champion of the World is Thomas the Warhawk Scully with a final score of I don't even fucking know, 28 to 27.
28.
What a match, Nick. What a match. I'm sorry, I just took out Nick. That is not what I meant to do, Nick.
No,
how are you feeling about the match overall?
I am. Whoever won this match deserves to be the champion. Let me tell you that. Wow, no words.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. I'm overall very impressed by both of these performances tonight. Let's move to our champion first. Scully, how you feeling?
I want to thank Andrew Adamson for making those 2 movies that I oh so dearly love. But first of all, I want to give credit to Dom. He came out firing on all cylinders tonight. Had great steal in round 2. Really took control of that game. And he went toe-to-toe for me in Tron Legacy. You know, that's why he chose Tron Legacy as his live-action deep cut. He knew it as well as I did. And then betting round, you really can't blame him. He played it smart. And yeah, it was just a great match all around. And oh boy, it's I did not play my best tonight. I will fully admit that. But this, nevertheless, it feels good.
Koho, you are now for the first time ever managing the singles champion. Because this is the third. You're the third. Scully, you're the third person to hold this title. Koho, how does it feel? How did you feel about your managing style tonight?
I think me and Scully played it just about as close as we could. We followed the plan. I got really nervous at the beginning of round 5 when the first 2 categories came up. I could feel myself starting to lose a little bit of hope there for a second, and then we got Star Trek. I'm like, all right, just keep chipping away, and it worked. It worked out. I'm so proud of my dude. I'm so proud of my dude. This guy works so hard, and just it's been one of the greatest honors of my managing career to be working with him, and to be here with you getting that belt is huge, man. This is it feels so good.
One last thing that I'll say before we move on to the next person. Scully, you are officially the second person in history as well to hold both titles. You now have the team's title and the singles title. How does that feel?
It feels good, but I know that you.
I'm not taking any shots. I'm just asking.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I know you two will have your say next week to make sure I don't become that. I'm very much looking forward to that. But I will cherish this for time on until somebody puts an end to that. So, yeah.
As you should. It's a great accomplishment. Congrats, guys. Go celebrate. We will talk to you guys later. But let's move over to our unfortunate loser today, Dominic Rizzi. Guys, how are you guys feeling? Rizzi, you were in it the whole time. It came down to 1 point. How do you feel overall about your performance?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that this is a disappointing loss at all. Like, I fought my hardest. Tom fought his hardest. Like I said, for a lot of this game, it seemed like it was going in one direction, but it literally just came down to that one question. And it's something that I have been notorious for my whole career during trivia, is where I can play a great game, I can play a shitty game, but it will literally come down to the last question. And it just so happened that I was really pissed because, again, it's a matter of, I'm not going to, I hate to pull that Fast and Furious thing where it's like, oh, it doesn't matter how you win. But it's like, if I had gone with my gut and gone with those first 2 Chronicles of Narnia movies, or if I had just bet 2 with the DC, but we weren't sure about it because we had a feel that you guys were going to go with something more obscure and recent, and then you pulled a Man of Steel, and a Man of Steel question that I knew, but Tom fought his hardest. He absolutely deserves this. He's a great player. I'm just shocked that I was able to hold the belt for this amount of time, and for the fact that I was able to hold the belt at all during this whole thing.
Yeah. Eli, how do you feel as the manager tonight? How do you feel about your performance?
I feel like I assisted Dominic exactly the way he needed to be. There, round 4, I questioned him when I think he needed to be questioned, and it turned out I might have been a little bit wrong because he knew Tron Legacy. He did know a lot of Tron Legacy, but putting up the question of, are you sure you want to go this way? Because Thomas also saw the movie and studied it hard. I think that was a valid question to ask him. And then when it came to the World of DC question, I made sure, I'm like, okay, are you sure? Do you want to risk everything or be smart about this? I wanted him to be smart. I wanted him to know that you need to be smart when playing the game. And I think he did that. I think he played really smart, and I'm very proud of his performance.
Awesome. Okay, well, guys, unfortunately, you guys did lose the titles tonight, but you did play a hell of a game. Like we said, down to the last question in the lead in round 1 and 2, getting some great steals. Overall, great performance. It was great having you guys here tonight, and we will be seeing you back in the singles tournament, which is coming up starting in 2 weeks. So we will see you guys then for sure. So
All right.
Thanks for playing tonight. We'll see you guys very soon. Nick, any closing thoughts as we wrap up this baby? We did this in under an hour.
Wow.
Look at us go.
Look at us. We are clearly the best on it. No, I'm just kidding. Scully, you did great. Dom, you did amazing. That was a pleasure to be a part of. Everyone should be looking out for Dom in that singles tournament, and whoever wins that singles tournament should be looking out for who they got to play now for the man holding the belt. So
100%. Whoever does make it to the end of that singles tournament, will we see another Rizzi Scully match? Will we see someone new jump into the ring? Who knows? It'll be really interesting. Will Jim Green take the whole cake and challenge Scully at the end of this? Who knows? It's anybody's game at this point. But awesome match altogether. Thank you, Nick, for being a part of it with me. Thanks for helping me write this thing. Can't wait to share the deep cuts with everybody after we get off this mother. But guys, again, that was Eli and Dom. That is new champion Thomas Scully with Kaleb Koho. That was Nick Tuig. I have been Tim Brzakala. Thank you guys so much for watching this title match, and we will see you guys next week with another title match. The team's title, Knights of Ren taking on the current champions, Mischief Managed. It'll be a good one. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.